Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about preparation on a real chessboard with no digital interface. So now you are able to understand the Sicilian defense, Sveshnikov, following by a 15-move line of a strong preparation. Let's jump right into it. White opens with the king's pawn, contesting the center on the first move. c5, we have the Sicilian defense on the board, controls d4. Knight f3, developing the knight towards the center, a natural move. Knight c6, bringing the knight out. And d4, striking the center. cd, opening up the center. Knight takes back the pawn. And black goes for knight f6, develops the knight toward the center and attacks the pawn on e4 that is hanging for the moment. Knight c3, just defending the pawn and developing another piece. e5, building a strong center and kicks the knight away. Knight b5, threatening to go to d6 and give a check, forcing to win the bishop pair. That's why black plays d6 and defend the pawn with two pieces. And we have bishop g5 pinning the knight on f6. And black goes for a6, kicking the knight with tempo. The knight has to go back to a3, the only move square available. And the knight did go back to a3. And we have b5 for black, threatens to fork the knights on b4, and also grabbing space on the queen side. Knight d5, the best move in the position, doubling attack the knight on f6. That's why black plays bishop e7 to better defend the knight, avoiding double his pawns on the f-file. White takes the knight and gets more control on the center of the board with his knight on d5. Black just recaptures his bishop. White thinks for a bit here. c3, avoiding the pawn to march forward and at the same time makes way to the knight. Bishop g5, but his bishop on this active diagonal controls many important squares and also keeps the bishop pair. Knight to c2, maneuvering his knight and bringing to the center so it can go to e3 and then d5 or f5. In the meantime, black puts his king on safety. This is a well-known theory, guys, already played out hundreds of times before. a4, striking on the queen side, attacking the b5 weakness and claiming space on the queen side. B takes a4, kind of forced, so it opens the b file, which black can explore that later on. White places his rook in a very active file, taking the pawn on a4. a5, preventing the b4 launch, or at least can trade pawns and open the a file for his rook. In other hand, makes way to active his bishop from this side. In the meantime, bishop c4 places his bishop on this beautiful diagonal and makes castle possible. Rook b8, activating the rook with tempo, attacking the b2 pawn that is hanging for the moment. This was a training, instructive and educational content that allows you to learn how to play this strong preparation. By following a 50-move line, you stay focused on that variation from start to finish, avoiding getting lost in excessive nuances. So you reach the end of this line with greater clarity. This preparation is very accurate because most of the moves are theory, the well-known moves played hundreds of times before, and then a few moves suggested by the computer. This content is important to you, not only to know the moves of this variant and memorize them, but to understand the line and the ideas behind. So the challenge for you to learn and improve is this great opportunity to follow these 4 steps. Comment your thoughts below. Suggest a new opening for me to do another strong preparation for you. Oh, and just subscribe to be part of this community. There is a lot of high quality preparation coming your way. A huge and sincere thank you to you.